There's no colorful candy more classic than a jelly bean. And when you're craving a bean with some of the truest taste and far-out flavors, nothing is more iconic than a dimple-shaped Jelly Belly.
Jelly Belly.
With more than 100 over-the-top flavors, including everything from draft beer and chili mango to Tabasco and even stinky socks, Jelly Belly jelly beans stand out in a sea of, well, jelly beans.
Jelly beans are gross.
Jelly Bellies are starch-molded candies, which means they begin as a liquid. In the case of a Jelly Belly, the liquid is made up of 4 main ingredients: water, sugar, corn syrup, and starch, which are all piped in from giant silos outside the factory. Most jelly bean companies only add flavor to the candy shell, but not here. Jelly Belly flavors the inside as well.
We wanted to have an engaging, interactive flavor where people would take a bite of this and just go, wow.
To achieve
Dude, did they make the bean boozled? You know when you cheat, you eat a jelly bean and then it tastes like nastiness? I'm pretty sure one of you guys ordered that for me. We got to do that on stream.
Packed punch. Next, they add the first round of flavors like sour orange and coconut. Once mixing is complete, the warm flavored mixture runs through pipes to the mogul machine, where a series of precise nozzles fill the 1,260 spots in each starch-covered tray.
That is the candy that sets up and becomes the center of the Jelly Belly.
Whoa.
Once the trays are full, they're stacked 45 high before traveling along a series of indoor tracks to a heated drying room that holds 10 million beans at a time. Here they'll sit for 24 hours to harden and set. The next day, a conveyor carries the centers to a steam bath that removes the starch residue. As they start to cool, the bean centers are then showered with sugar to prevent them from sticking together. After the centers are fully dusted with just the right amount of sweetness to complement the fruity flavor, the centers drop into large
jelly beans. Jelly beans can blow. Let's look at Butterfingers. How are Butterfingers made?
Creative words come to mind when workers describe the Butterfinger bar.
They're crispity and crunchity.
Crispity, crunchity.
Butterfinger is all about crispity, crunchity, chocolate.
What the f is a crispity? They thought that shit was gonna stick? That's why no one f with Butterfingers right now. These motherfuckers are terrible with their branding. Get the f out of here. Imagine some talking about something. You want some crispity, crunchity? Get the f out of my face.
At the Nestle factory in Franklin Park, Illinois, they make more than 10 million Butterfingers every day.
If we lined all the bars up end to end that we make on this line alone, in 1 week we make enough bars to stretch from Chicago to Las Vegas, which is 1,700 miles.
Why the f what? I can't hear you. What the f? Why would they do this here? They have a whole factory. We couldn't do this in the break room, bitch. This motherfucker's blowing his lungs out. He can't yell. I can't hear him.
I've worked here for 52 years, and I still love Butterfingers.
Butterfingers have been around since the late 1920s.
She better than me.
Back then, a candy company.
Like, I worked here for 15 years and they didn't pay me a single dime. Help me! Help me! I'm fucking up their whole brand.
Went to the public for help with a name.
The Curtis Candy Company held a public contest, and the winning name was Butterfinger. At the time, it was a name that referred to an athlete, a sports player, who could not keep his hand on a ball.
All these years later, many calls come in to Nestle about the mystery orange center.
Ew.
Primarily, what is it?
The center of a Butterfinger candy bar is really what makes Butterfinger Butterfinger. It's rich, it's flaky, it's made with a creamy peanut butter and
it's crispity.
from peanuts that we actually roast at the factory.
Ew.
More than 100,000 pounds of peanut butter mixed in giant vats, along with another ingredient that just might surprise you.
People may not realize that one of the ingredients we use in Butterfinger is cornflakes.
What?
You heard right, cornflakes.
As you can see, these cornflakes are much different than what you would have for breakfast at home. We add these in, they're a lot lighter in texture, and they add the depth into the peanut butter to give the crispity, crunchy texture from a Butterfinger you'd expect.
Meanwhile, in another kettle, they work on a mixture of molasses, corn syrup, sugar, and water. Then, the mix gushes through pipes to a cooking chamber below. Check this out. The hot, sugary mix pours onto a cooling wheel, then spreads out.
Bringing that temperature back down is what gives us that crystallization process. The better we manage that under certain time and temperature. This is what gives us that unique
Crystallization. Okay, crystallization is a word. I got fact check these motherfuckers. I don't know. They just making up words and shit. It's throwing me off.
texture that we need.
Next, a ribbon of peanut butter lines the middle, and the whole thing takes on a taffy-like consistency.
That looks like shit.
It gently kneads and folds on a slow-moving conveyor.
The way it comes together is top secret that we cannot show today. We got to keep it under wraps.
Whoa.
The Butterfinger flattens and forms into long ropes, then cuts down to individual sizes. Next, the bars take a ride through a series of cooling tunnels that are a quarter-mile long.
So after the cooling tunnels, those bars are then going through a process where they go through a waterfall of coating, chocolatey coating, to give us that unique flavor that we need out of a Butterfinger.
After a good chocolatey shower, the bars cool, then march like a small army off the packaging.
That's kind of cool.
The entire process from start to finish takes about 1 hour.
Butterfinger is very popular, not just today, but it has been for years. People have really enjoyed the unique, one-of-a-kind taste of Butterfinger. They've shared it with their friends, with their children.
Cap. Popular is crazy. I never went to a fucking convenience store and be like, can I get a Butterfinger? Never in my life. Snickers, yes. Twix, yes. Butterfingers, stop it. Not even close, dude.
Children through the generations.
Ooh, KFC.
When it comes to crispy chicken, no one cooks it up quite like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I wouldn't go that far.
We have wings, we have strips, we have our snacker sandwiches, and of course our chicken on the bone, obviously our original recipe chicken.
Believe it or not, this famous face isn't just an ad campaign. Colonel Harlan Sanders was real.
What?
and you'll never guess where he got his start.
Oh, no.
He actually had a Sanders Court and Cafe down in Corbin, Kentucky. And basically it was part of a gasoline station.
After 10 years of experimenting, he created the most famous fried chicken recipe in America.
Whoa.
The Colonel took his chicken very personally. He had spent a lot of time not only developing the flavor,
that's kind of cool,
the
chat.
color, the texture, and it was his idea, it was his baby, if you will.
That's kind of cool, chat. He was real. I didn't know about that.
Then he hit the road to introduce his soon-to-be famous chicken to restaurant owners.
He put the recipe, a couple of pots, a bag of seasoning in the back of his car and just drove around and talked to restaurant owners. He was charging a nickel a chicken was his royalty rate.
Today it does cost more than a nickel, but the Colonel's original recipe is still their #1 seller.
It's what people crave, and they come to our restaurants. They can only get it at KFC.
I don't even like
Get
KFC for their chicken. I'm not gonna lie. KFC's mashed potatoes though, fire. And dude, do they still sell corn on the cob? Chat, they used to have corn on the cob with the melted butter. Oh my, fire. It was so good. The mac and cheese, I only with the sides. I don't even like the fried chicken, to be honest with you.
The Colonel's original handwritten recipe is so secret, it's actually locked in a vault, along with vials containing samples of all 11 herbs and spices.
Bro, no one really wants it that bad.
But much more than that
I promise you.
goes into making this chicken.
I bet I could Google it
They
right
start
now.
with flour, dry milk, powdered eggs, and salt.
And finally, we're gonna add the Colonel's secret 11 herbs and spices to our mix.
It's a
Motherfucker, I'll lick that and tell you everything that's in it. We got, one second, let me. Sugar. Salt.
Pepper. Paprika. Cumin. Oregano. And garlic powder.
Wait, hold on. Let me fucking one more.
Thyme and paprika.
such a big secret that not even the people making the mix know what's in it.
Half of them were made in one place, half of them were put together in another place, the two were shipped somewhere, and a third party mixed them.
No one gives a fuck about that, dude.
Next, it's time to get down and dirty, mixing all the ingredients by hand.
This is a process that involves lifting and folding it 20 times.
Then a mechanical mixer takes care of the rest.
Yeah, machines take over. Woo!
This is actually incorporating
AI.
all the ingredients together. It also sifts out the clumps of flour.
Then the secret blend goes back into the bin.
Okay, now we're ready to bread our chicken. This is a standard 8-piece cut of chicken. It has breast, thighs, wings, and legs.
It gets a quick dunk in water and a shake.
We shake it 7 times.
After years of trial and error, KFC has created very specific techniques.
Then it goes into our flour.
It's all about the magic number 7.
We'll lift and fold it for 7 times. We're gonna shake off the excess with our rocker basket.
And they shake it, you guessed it, 7 times.
Yeah, how much times do you think they shake it in like the fast food shit? Someone getting paid $11 an hour and not on camera. Bitch, you got 2 shakes and they throwing that bitch in the fryer. Stop it.
Now our chicken is ready to be placed on our racks to be fried.
Whoa, that looks kind
They
of
even
cool.
fry it up the same way the Colonel did back in 1940.
Colonel Sanders perfected the original recipe chicken by pressure frying his chicken. So today we still use those same standards.
That's right, it's cooked in a
Whoa.
pressure fryer. The pressure seals all the juices inside, and just like the mystery spices, the temperature and cook time are top secret.
Whoa.
And here's our famous Colonel's original recipe chicken.
I'm not gonna lie, that look kind of good, chat. I don't like fried chicken
People
though.
all over the world enjoy the Colonel's famous chicken.
It's also in 80 countries around the world. So if you're in another country, you'll still taste that same great flavor that you would at home.
The recipe has been the same for over 60 years, and there's no plan to change anytime soon.
So is the buildings that they house these shits in, dude. Have you ever drove past the KFC? Them bitches need to be power washed. Dirty ass fucking buildings. That shit so nasty. I go inside, they just got fucking gum under the table. It's just dirty, dude. Dirty ass KFC.
Why mess with perfection?
Maybe because it's dirty, please.
At
McDonald's!
restaurants all across America
Mickey
and in
D's!
117 countries around the world, servers ask the same question thousands of times a day.
With fries?
The answer for most of us,
With fries?
Okay.
McDonald's customers
Mm.
love our fries. In fact, over 50% of our customers order fries with each of their meals.
Cause fries are just fire, bro.
it starts on the farm.
McDonald's uses about 3.5 billion pounds of French fries a year. That's global.
This factory alone makes about 1 million pounds of fries every day. To make all those fries, these trucks each haul 25 tons of spuds from the field to the factory. Once they're washed, this high-pressure steam machine peels off the skins.
That superheats the water underneath the skin of the potato, and so when that high pressure is released, that water then flashes off into steam and it loosens the peel off the outside of that potato.
Workers hand-cut any imperfections off the naked potatoes, but it takes some serious firepower to give them that signature fry shape. Basically, these long tubes act like potato cannons with a grid of razor-sharp knives inside.
Holy
They
shit.
will shoot forward through a grid of knives at about 75 miles
Imagine your getting stuck in there, dude. That'd be scary.
per hour, and that's how we get that classic McDonald's French fry shoestring.
The newly minted
Oh,
shoestring
shoestring?
split out.
Out here, my dick making that. My shit is I'll detach it and let it fly through it, boom, straight through. Not a single slice. You got me fucked up. Word to my shoestring. Oh my god, I just heard someone laugh in the hallway. I'm about to go check the hallway. Oh shit, they're out there. They're out there watching me.
Out onto conveyor belts, and get this, to make sure every single fry is perfect, McDonald's employs some seriously high technology in this next step.
Let's not talk about it, bro.
We'll send over 70,000
I heard you know they did it.
pounds of raw French fry strips through the optical sorters an hour.
Optical scanners look at each and every potato strip, searching for blemishes. The machine automatically snags any fry with a fault.
There's 132 little air jets at the end of that belt, and the camera's going to tell which air jet to put a little puff of air on that French fry,
Whoa.
knock it out of its flight pattern, where then later it can get the defect cut out of that French fry strip.
But perfectly
That's why they're
shoestring
perfect?
potatoes are only part of the secret to the world's most famous fries. The cooking process does the rest.
We call it the art of processing. That's where it starts.
Oh no, processing?
These
That's bad,
100-foot
right?
long blanchers soak the potato strips in steaming hot water for about 15 minutes to give these fries the texture you expect.
When you go to McDonald's and open up a French fry and look inside of it, should have a nice fluffy baked potato type internal texture, and that's what the blancher does for
Oh
us.
no.
To get the addictively crispy exterior takes a two-step process. This machine dries the blanched potatoes before they dive into the fryers. In these vats of vegetable oil, bubbling at almost 400 degrees Fahrenheit, the fries earn their name.
By both doing a quick fry here at the plant
That was
and
real
the fry
lame
at
of you,
McDonald's
dude.
restaurant, the
This motherfucker said the fry earns his name. The fuck out of here. What's your major, head ass? Get the fuck out my face, dude.
The combination of those two
My
allows
fault.
us to get that nice, crisp exterior shell on that French fry that you expect every time you bite into one of those McDonald's French fries.
Imagine falling into that shit.
Out of the frying pan and into the freeze tunnel. The short trip through drops the temperature to 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa.
It prepares them for packaging that allows them to be shipped all over the world.
This plant alone supplies fries to McDonald's restaurants in more than 20 countries.
Dude, do you think I could just buy a bag of frozen fries and cook them at my house?
They fry them up one more time.
If you lined up all the McDonald's French fries produced worldwide on an annual basis from end to end, they would actually travel from the Earth to the Moon and back almost 600 times.
Damn. Snickers, I love
in
Snickers.
1930, Candyman Frank C. Mars created an unforgettable sweet and salty combination, the Snickers bar.
Mars at the time already
Ooh.
had a Three Musketeers bar, which was based on a milkshake. What better to put on a milkshake than peanuts and caramel and that rich milk chocolate?
As for the history behind the name,
it was named after the horse that was owned by the Mars family.
In the early days, Snickers sold for just a nickel.
Wow.
7 decades later, the price has gone up.
Yo, chat, if I could go back in time with my pocket change, I'll be rich. Oh my God, my family would love me. I go back with 25 cents in my pocket, bitch. It's over for these hoes. I'm telling you right now, I'm going crazy. I'm buying me a mansion. We got that old money. We got that motherfucking old money. Stop playing, bro. It's $5 now for a bar. It's not $5, dude. It's like, where are you buying a Snickers? Hold on.
But so have sales. Mars tops
Kenji, if you go back. If I go back what? What the fuck you mean if I go back what? If I go what the fuck you mean if I go back? Go ahead. What the fuck you talking about? You ain't gonna make it. Bitch, call me Django the way I'm fucking acting. You got me fucked up. Call me Django the way I'm acting, bitch. Crazy? I don't give a fuck. My 25 cents is in my pocket. You got me fucked up.
$2 billion every year by selling Snickers on
That's
6
terrible.
continents.
That is so bad.
One
Do not
thing
just
that
say
hasn't
Django,
changed-
chirpy. That's crazy. Yeah, sometimes I speak and I don't even hear myself. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch back this video. I'm like, damn, what the fuck I just
hasn't changed is the recipe. At the 600,000 square foot master food plant in Waco, Texas, Mars is working hard to keep up with the Snickers demand.
Every day we produce enough bars to reach from Waco to Houston and back.
Dang.
And it all starts with that creamy
What's up with
milk
these weird
chocolate.
ass measurements these people keep using? We could go to the moon and back 600 times. We can go to Waco to Austin. What the f are we talking about, dude? Can I get some motherfucking, just give me a measurement, bitch. Miles or something. Feet.
The chocolate is put into a mixer, which we call a conge, and in there it's mixed with more cocoa butter, and that creates that creamy milk chocolate.
Here's a fun fact for you. It takes nearly 7,550 cows to produce enough milk for the Snickers caramel and chocolate every day.
The other key ingredients into a Snickers bar are those fresh roasted peanuts.
And they really pack them in. Mars uses over 71 acres of peanuts in just one day of Snickers production.
We put approximately 28 peanuts in each and every Snickers bar, and that creamy caramel mixed with those salty peanuts really gives Snickers its unique character.
For sure.
The peanuts and caramel combo drops from the mixer and spreads thin onto a cooling roll. While the creamy Snickers nougat does the same.
This right here is what I like. I don't know what a nougat is, but I like
Nougat
it.
is actually made from milk and sugar and eggs, and that creates the bottom layer of the Snickers bar.
After the caramel and nougat sheets cool down, it's time for them to meet up.
The creamy
It
caramel.
sucks when you get some real old ass nugget, dude. You know what I mean? All that old nougat. I go to a gas station and I get one from like 1987, dude. My shit hard as fuck. Nasty. It be stale. I fucking hate that, dude. I need me a fresh Snickers.
That's mixed with the fresh roasted peanuts is rolled on top of the nougat, and that creates a slab that goes then into our slitter area.
The slitter machine slices the candy sandwich into 38 long strips. The next machine cuts in the opposite direction, creating the individual Snickers bars.
That uncoated bar then goes through a bottomer enrober where it puts on a bottom layer of that creamy chocolate, and then into a full enrober which coats the entire bar with chocolate.
The final touch on this popular candy bar is its secret signature swirl. A quick cool down, and the Snickers are ready to be packaged.
I love Snickers, bro.
Even though Snickers bars fly off the shelves, Mars continues to come up with new takes on the old favorite.
The ice cream, chat. Have you ever had Snickers ice cream bar? Fire as f, dude. Oh my, it's so good. The vein. Ew, don't call it the vein, dude. Stop it. The vein? You're so f***ing nasty. Some people shouldn't eat this, dude. Little nasty ass. You little freaky ass frog. Got some freaky. They're so good, dude. They're so fire, chat.
Besides the different sizes of Snickers, such as king size, regular singles, fun size,
Minis just hit
and
different.
Minis, we also have Snickers almond.
Chat, tell me minis don't hit different. I don't know if they make it different. I don't know if they have a different ratio to whatever, but the minis hit way better. I feel like anything small just hit better. Ain't that right, chat? They do? Yeah, all the small stuff hit better, right? So you find with my little freaky frog? It's tiny, right? It's so good. It's so good when it's mini. They last longer? That's right, they do. Yeah, they do. They last longer, my little mini.
And this year we're introducing Snickers Dark.
Ain't no one want dark chocolate, bro.
Would you believe Dairy Queen workers actually have to go to school to learn how to put that famous twist on top of their frozen treats?
Goodness gracious. All right, maybe next time.
Welcome to DQU.
They would probably make several hundred cones before they finally get it correct.
One might think it's easy to make the perfect Dairy Queen cone, but it does take a fair amount of training.
This bitch got a lab coat on.
Missing the curl?
First, you fill the crevice of the cone, followed by making 2 balls.
They doing way too much. How much does a fucking Dairy Queen worker get paid? You got me gonna get this cone, and I'm not putting no dips in it either. Get the out of here. What? Those dip cones are so good. For real? $15? Yo, $15 an hour, you got me fucked up. You gonna get what I give you, bitch. You gonna take my motherfucking ice cream. I don't give a fuck if it look like a McFlurry when I'm done with it. You better take that shit. F my drive-thru.
You're dropping as you do this, and then a flick of the wrist, and you have the perfect curl.
Okay, she killed that. She went crazy.
The DQ Curl is served in 18 countries. Around the world, vanilla is the #1 flavor and chocolate is the most popular dipping sauce. But the recipe hasn't changed much since 1938 when a father and his son developed the ice cream.
Bro, Dairy Queen had like the best, I don't know if they still have it, but they had like it was like a brownie Oreo like blizzard or something. I just love brownies. Anything brownies in it, I fucking love it, especially with ice cream. They had like this brownie Oreo blizzard thing. I don't know if they still have it, but it was so good, bitch. Love food. They still have it. I need it.
Own an ice cream factory in Green River, Illinois.
Dairy Queen's probably one of the best.
What they found was that ice cream tasted best when it was right out of the freezer, before it was frozen. So they devised a machine, if you will, to dispense fresh ice cream. This is what we call the soft serve ice cream machine.
And the man behind the marketing campaign was Sherb Noble.
He had about 7 or 10 Dairy Queen stores. He came up with the idea of all-you-can-eat ice cream for 10 cents.
Wow.
And he started this promotion, and literally hundreds and hundreds of people would descend upon his store.
For 70 years, Dairy Queen has been king of the ice cream chain restaurants thanks to their soft-serve ice cream.
Yummy. You did not have to do that, motherfucker. That was real disgusting of you. You just deep throated a fucking cone in front of me. Look at you, grown-ass man. The f my face. You gonna look in the camera and talk about some night. Yummy. Yummy. The f out of here. I'm mad. That shit pissed me off. If I ever see my uncle do this shit, hell no. I'm disowning his bitch ass. My fault.
The soft serve is made up of sugar, vanilla flavoring, stabilizer, which gives the ice cream its texture, and lots of milk.
Each year, the milk for more than 80,000 cows is needed to make give us the milk solids for our soft serve.
Wow, thank you, dude.
Son, whenever we want a treat, we say moo. In fact, everybody does.
That's because the greatest genuine milk treat is Dairy Queen Moo.
But not all of their flavor experiments sound yummy to everyone.
We actually played around with something recently that was a little bit of what we call it hot chocolate, but hot meaning that it had hot peppers in it. So you got the chocolate.
Look at his smile. He looks so happy about it. That was probably his funky ass idea. Get the f out my face, bro. I don't like him. Is he like the CEO of it? I should stop talking shit. This is probably an old ass episode. He probably dead. Rest in peace. And if not, I'm sorry. I apologize.
And you got a little heat at the same time.
Hot toppings aside, what is the perfect temperature to serve ice cream? According to these ice cream experts, it's
Banana
23
split.
degrees Fahrenheit. That also happens to be
You know what I hate about fucking LA? There's everything here. There's everything you could ever want in LA. It's just so separated. It's so far from everything. And on top of that, there's so much traffic. If I'm in Florida and I want some Dairy Queen, I drive down the road, fucking 2 minutes max, get me some motherfucking Dairy Queen. If I want some fucking Dairy Queen in LA, bro, I gotta sit in a 30 hours of traffic, stop and go. Okay, I got some fucking a bum come up to my motherfucking window like this, talking about some, I want your car. I want your car here. I wash your car, you like that? $7? $7, please, where are you going? Like, bro, I gotta deal with that shit, right? For 30 fucking minutes. And then I gotta go fucking fight in line, right? Have you ever been to an In-N-Out line in LA, bro? It's like that for fucking everything. Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Dairy Queen, everywhere, bro. Constant lines. And then getting out of the parking lot, it's just annoying, bro. Everything becomes a fucking problem. I don't like it here, bro. It's too packed. There's too many people here. That's unfortunate, huh? Yeah, my fault. I'm sorry. Is that first world problems? I'm talking about first world problems. My fault. Someone has to fucking walk with their fucking flip-flops that they got from their great-great-grandmother and shit. And I'm over here talking about I gotta drive in traffic. My fault, dude. Sorry. Hope your little box fan is keeping you cold while you're watching the stream. I don't know how the fuck you got internet.
temperature to create that famous twist on top.
I like it. I like it. I think I can give this one away.
It's one of the food world's most well-known slogans.
Melts in your mouth.
M&M's.
Not in your hand.
If it don't got the nut in it, I don't want it.
With one of the world's most craved candies.
M&Ms are definitely a part of American culture, and currently they're in everything from the Academy Awards.
Her hair looks crazy, first of all. Second of all, American culture is M&Ms. That just says a lot about our fucking country. I hate it here, dude.
To New Year's Eve celebrations, to NASCAR, pretty much.
It's like just saying, like, diabetes is a part of our American culture. And what's fucked up is, it kind of is, to be honest. About like 8 of my fucking family members got diabetes. Shit, it run in my family.
Special event you can think of, you'll find M&Ms.
So aside from the snappy slogan,
The only thing that runs in my family, for real.
Become such a big hit. Well, the story actually starts when candy maker Forrest Mars visited wartime Spain in the late 1930s.
He saw soldiers eating chocolate pellets covered with sugar, and it didn't melt. And he was inspired by that idea.
By 1941, Mars was churning out his own version of candy-coated chocolate stateside. And he did initially have a partner, which is where the name comes from.
Oh.
The M stands for Forrest Mars
He
Sr.
killed his partner,
and
bro.
Bernie Murray, his partner.
Today, M&M Mars is making around 1 billion M&Ms every day.
To put it in further perspective,
Here we go.
if we put all the M&Ms end to end that
What?
we make in the course of the year, it would encircle the earth 48 times.
These funky ass measurements again. Just tell me how much. What the fuck does that mean? What the f does that mean, bro? Why? If the amount of M&Ms we make, I can surround my fat ass cousin with 758 times in one day. That's how much fucking M&Ms there are, and we make in the fucking world. What the fuck are we talking about,
At
dude?
their facility in Hackettstown, New Jersey, the 12-hour M&M making process starts with the chocolate. A mix made from milk, sugar, and cocoa first rolls through refiners, turning the semi-liquid paste into powder. Then, powder conveys its way down to the conch room, where giant containers filled with metal beads grind up the powder with cocoa butter and chocolate liqueur. The end result, a smooth semi-solid chocolate ready for depositing into tiny bean-shaped sheets.
Liqueur.
We call it a lentil shape. And we think the lentil shape is the best shape to ensure that the sugar cell is put on in a consistent and even fashion.
Now, the step of putting on the first coat of candy is
Ew.
top secret. But once the chocolate centers have their first sweet coat on, it's time for them to take a tumble. Here, extra layers of color are shellacked onto
Get
the
the
shells.
tumbling. Fucking start tumbling, bitch. Tumble.
Next, candies get christened with their
Get
own
the fuck
little
outta here.
letters. And then all the different colors blend together before being bagged.
I don't remember a purple color.
But this is not a random assortment of sweet colors. A bag of M&Ms contains exactly 25% orange, 25% blue, and 12.5% of brown, red, yellow, and green candies.
Whoa.
And different colors do come and go,
as tastes change over the years.
We actually have specialists.
Wait, they
who are
taste different?
trained in color, and they keep very close to all the color trends and make sure that all our colors stay very current and very contemporary.
No, they're just colors. No, it's not even a flavor thing. It's a color thing. If green's in, you're gonna see way more green. Look at this bitch right here. Look at, I will f M&M. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Them M&M commercials had me acting up. And when I was watching them bitches, don't put them long ass M&M legs in front of me, lady, because you'll get licked. I'll lick that fucking candy coating off of you, bitch. You're not gonna be M no more. You're gonna be a large ass N. I'm taking that motherfucking middle thing off. Fuck you talking about? My fault. I'm sorry. She's gay. How can an M&M be gay? What the f? How the fuck does that work? Is this canon? Do we have M&M lore that the fucking M&M is gay? She got lore. No way. No, it's an M&M. No way. They made her gay in the lore.
At Five Guys,
Regular cheese, little cheese.
burgers and fries are the specialty of the house. The grill proudly sports very few frills and makes meat patties like
Five Guys is the worst. If you go to Five Guys chat, listen to me very closely. You probably saw the TikTok trend. What you got to get is a grilled cheese, right? With a patty. Fire. I promise you, fire. It's so much better. Never had it. Go to Five Guys, get you a grilled cheese, but with a patty, okay? You could double up on the patties. I usually just do one. I feel like they do too much with Five Guys.
Do it home.
I love coming to a place that's got real hamburger meat that's fresh in the morning. If I can find those places, that's where I'll stop every time.
Oh, shut your bitch
Five
ass
Guys
up.
are actually five brothers who began grilling up their homemade hamburgers in Virginia in the mid-1980s.
Okay, we'll start with the oldest. My oldest brother, Jim, and that'd be me, Matt, and then we have Chad, and then we have Ben and Tyler. All brothers.
Their love for mouth-watering meat and potatoes now stretches across America. This Five Guys restaurant in Colorado Springs, Colorado, cooks up well over 1,000 burgers every day.
Look at all that toppings.
Getting ready for hungry hamburger fans starts early in the morning. They slice veggies and form fresh ground beef into perfect patties, all by hand.
The freshness is really what we focus on. And keep in mind, when we do our prep in the morning, we prep for only one day.
Then the number of people who walk in the door determines how many patties sizzle on the grill.
As soon as that customer walks in the door, you're going to hear somebody up front yell, 2 in the door, 1 in the door, 3 in the door. That's the key.
Lies. I walk into my motherfucker, this shit is dead. It's empty. Ain't no one in fucking Five Guys. I walk into my Five Guys, that motherfucker be like, what you want? What you want? It's like I gotta fucking pay him so he could take my order and shit. Oh, that's what the f I am doing. Go f yourself, dude. Fuck everything.
To put some patties on the grill.
They watch the outer edges of the patty to turn a grayish color.
Silent.
Then
Got a library in that bitch.
Flip that, and we're gonna give it a good press and level.
The press keeps the burgers juicy, and it's the juices that signal when it's time for another turn.
We can train these guys where they can look at a burger and say, you know what, that burger's done.
We're gonna swing that right over here.
But this is only half the meal.
Now, you can't have baseball without a bat. You can't have a burger without fries.
Is America? They have to be fake.
Sacks
I
of
don't
potatoes
think they're
surround
like
customers in the restaurant.
fresh. There's no way.
A board shows where the spuds come from each day. Would you believe Five Guys fries up 100 million pounds of potatoes each year? The fries start with a slice, then soak in water. They pre-cook the potatoes for a couple of minutes.
So that gives us that perfect fry that the inside of that is like a baked potato.
Then, when orders come in, a final drop of the peanut oil crisps the outside.
Pretty much goes from the dirt to the bag, into the sink, into the fryer, and into your mouth. And that's it. I mean, there's very few steps.
Their secret for freshness is to stay low tech.
Who's coming in my mouth, bro?
No microwaves, freezers,
What is he
or
talking
even
about?
timers here.
We want them to leave and go, how did they make that burger so good?
This all-American meal takes just 5 to 7 minutes to make.
Look how much tomato, like, dude, they just stack on. Like, look, bro, mad tomatoes, mad onions, mad, what is that, cabbage, mad lettuce and pickles. They just throw mad shit on it, bro. Tomatoes, fuck yeah, I love tomatoes. But what I'm saying is, dude, Five Guys, you can't even taste this little ass patty. They talking about some, oh, it's fresh, never frozen, and we like that real shit. You know what I mean? You can't even fucking taste it. You just overwhelm it. It's like Subway. You know what I mean? Subway, they just be throwing mad toppings on it. It's the same shit. I feel like burger spots, like I'm kind of fucking with In-N-Out. I did, when I first got to LA, I didn't like In-N-Out. That shit's growing on me, dude. I want some In-N-Out right now. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I want some In-N-Out.
Takes just 5 to 7 minutes to make.
Here you are, sir. You have a great day.
And for some, it takes even less time to eat.
Gummy glowworms are one of Ferrera Pan Candy's.
These right here fucking hit. And specifically the red and blue ones. I don't fuck with any other flavor. I'll eat them, but the red and blue ones are going first. Oh my God, I love gummy worms.
These top-selling treats.
They make the gummies with lots
Now,
of...
why the f would they show that though? That was some real zesty motherfucker. Why they look at him? If I was there, I'll fucking karate chop his neck, bitch. Choking on that gummy worm.
They make the gummies with lots of gelatin, blended in this machine with corn syrup, sugar, and water. Surprisingly, every step is mechanized. The machine does all the measuring.
The program will run and
can you turn the music up? I could barely hear the...
When you hit that amount in the tank, then the valve will
Can't hear shit. Fuck they thinking? Who edited this piece of shit? Boom, bap ass shit. They want the commentator to... My shit is all the way up on both things. I can't hear shit.
Then the valve will close and the next ingredient will come in. Fully automated.
Here they heat the mixture to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it's put into a vacuum that cools it and removes much of the moisture.
The next step would be to add any of the color, the flavor, the juice before we deposit it.
And that's done in this huge machine they call a CFA, or Color Flavor Additive Deck.
Now, this is a very critical piece of equipment because it's measuring out precisely how much color, how much flavor, and it's doing it batch after batch after batch, so that every time you buy a gummy worm, you're getting the same flavor and the same color in that gummy worm.
That's awesome.
Now the colored flavored mixture is ready to turn into gummy worms.
I love gummy worms.
But most people are shocked to find out how gummies take their shape.
How?
The gummy mixture never touches a mold. Instead, it goes into this white stuff, which is then pressed with a mold into a gummy shape.
It's a cornstarch with a small percent of mineral oil, and if I wanted to make a gummy hand, I'd flatten it out, press in, and then just fill that up with slurry.
Huh?
Cool. The cornstarch is actually a better mold than a metal pan. Plus, it's easier to get the gummies out once they're dry.
And we use a piston pump and a nozzle that lines up directly with the mold and injects the liquid candy into the starch.
They can fill 28 of these boards a minute, which is a total of 6,720 worms every 60 seconds, or 403,000 an hour, and over 9.5 million a day, just in case you're counting.
I'm so tired of it, bro. Like, what the fuck am I listening to? They're like this. Hold on.
This is how you make some amazing fucking gummy worms. You put them in a mold right here, and it's so much fun. Holy shit, you wouldn't believe it.
Fuck am I listening to, bro? Are they serious right now? Like, I'm like, it was the whole video, nothing like this, and now these fucking gummy worms, the only thing I actually care about, the only thing I genuinely like eating. Fuck.
These boards are taken to a drying room for 18 hours, then put back on the machine to be processed.
Whoa.
After the product shakes out of the mold, it goes through a steamer, gets it all sticky, and then it will roll in the sugar acid.
Ooh, that sugar.
The sugar acid gives these Black Forest gummies their famous sweet and sour taste, especially popular with the under 12 set.
After the product goes through the steamer,
Give me under 12 set.
It's going to roll in this drum where it's going to get covered with the sugar acid blend that gives us the glowworm and sourness. From here, we'll convey it up, we'll catch it in boards, and send it off to the packaging room.
And then all that's left to do is to put them in a package and let kids do the rest.
Was that not trolleys? What the f are those? Get the f on my face. These off-brand ass gummy worms. I'll never eat these bitches. Don't ever disrespect me with this shit. Oh, if it's not trolleys, I'm not eating it. The fuck is a glowworms? Why the f they look like dinosaurs? What kind of fucking worms you got here, bro? That video.